Welcome back to my channel. As some of you may know, on this channel I tell you about my experience firsthand, everything I went through and how to make life easy for you. Today I'm going to be sharing my experience with you, how I had my visa refused, both my mom's visit visa and my children's visa. It's not funny. That time it was devastating. Like, I moved over to the UK from UAE, Dubai to be precise. I was working there for a few years and I thought it was time to move. I moved to the UK. I was not too eager to move, especially to move with my family and my children, because it was not my first time of moving and I had to be sure it's something I want and something that is very okay for the family, since I was not moving for the first time and I wouldn't want to be moving and get to a place where I don't like and also move again with my family almost immediately. Then we don't like it. So I decided to come here first to experience myself and to see if I love it. Yes, I love it, so I'm still here. On getting here, since I left my family, I left my children behind in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, my most priority was bringing them over, and it became my utmost priority. I came here, I applied for the visas and thinking, oh no, children are not usually refused, dependents are not usually refused, and my mom's visit visa, I was not expecting it to be refused. As at that time, my mom was already in the United Arab Emirates with me, taking care of my children before I left, so I left the children with her. I applied for her visa, I applied for my children's visa. I applied for their visa, which is just the standard visa, which is supposed to last for 15 days. I have to wait for 15 days after the visa has been applied. They had their biometric and everything was going on fine. We were expecting the best. 3 days later, I got a message. Passport was ready for collection. I was anxious. I was like, why is it so fast? It's supposed to be 15 days and in 3 days it was ready. Okay, we went and we got the passport. Guess what? Visa has been refused. Their only reason was my mom had not shown evidence that she was going to continue her journey from the UK or return to the United Arab Emirates. The thing is, she was applying for the UAE she was applying from the UAE, which on the long run and in the real sense shouldn't be. If you want to apply for a visit visa for your family member, for your mom, for your relative, whoever, it is better you go back to your home country to apply, or especially if you're going from one country to the other. For instance, my mom was coming from the UAE to the UK. What we'll have done was to apply for both her UAE visa and her UK visa, and to indicate to the UK people that she was not moving immediately, she was not traveling immediately, the visa should be extended. The visa can be extended for as much as 3 months before you even decide to travel. For instance, if you're applying for your visa in January and you're intending to travel in March, you can tell them that you're not traveling now, you only want to get the visa now, and they will put it that yes, you're not traveling within this period, you're traveling in March, which will have started reading from March. But what we thought was we could have just applied from anywhere in the world we are, and we were wrong. They had refused the visa because they felt my mom was not going to leave the UK and she was not in her country, even though we've provided everything we're supposed to provide. I've provided my financial support, which was my payslip, my employment letter. We provided her house documents, all her landed documents, everything was intact. We've got all the things we needed to apply for the visa. But the only mistake we made was applying for her visa from the country where she was only visiting, because she had her biometric in Dubai, which she was supposed to go back to Nigeria to get. If we had known, we would have just applied for her visa in Nigeria, go for biometric in Nigeria, extend it that she's not traveling now, and she will go to the UAE. Of course, she's already gotten her UK visa. Then she would have been able to travel from the UAE because she's already got the UK visa, even though she was going to the UAE at the time. So that was the mistake. And what we had to do was we had to book her flight back to Nigeria after we applied for the visa almost immediately. I think almost the next day or 2 days later, we applied for her visa. We booked an appointment. This time we applied for a priority visa, which was supposed to just take 5 days. She had to go back to Nigeria just to attend the interview, which she went. It was successful, and in 4 days we were contacted that the visa was ready again. And you know how it is, we were anxious, we were scared. Then she went and the visa has been approved. It was so quick this time because they've already gotten all her document. The only thing they wanted is that to be sure that yes, she's maybe not a criminal, or there's no reason why she wouldn't go back to Nigeria. So guys, please, if you want to apply for your family visa, for a visit visa for anybody, make sure they applied from their home country. Or if you're in another country, make sure the person has residence. If she was to have had resident visa in the UAE, she won't have been refused, because yes, it's sure that she's living there. She has lived there for over maybe 6 months. But because she was on visit in another country, you can't apply to the UK if you're on visit in another country. From that country, you have to go back to your home country. So that was the problem. Then, I applied for her visit visa, and I applied for my children's visa. I applied for the visa, and on the 14th day, it was supposed to take 15 days for it to be returned. On the 14th day, we got a message that the visa was ready. Of course, I felt, oh no, they're my children, they're my dependent, they can never be refused. Guess what? I was wrong again. My husband had gone to get the visa in UAE, and he didn't know how he was going to tell me, because he knows that was the only thing I wanted to hear, that yes, they're coming and the visa has been approved. Only for him to tell me my children has been denied visa. Just imagine. Imagine, UK, you guys denied my children visa. And what was their reason? Wait, I'll just read it to you so you understand. If you're applying, this is true, because there's somewhere that says either both parents are in the UK when you're applying for the child. One of the parents is already in the UK, or the other parent is applying with the child, which was not my case. I'll tell you what they said. Both of the applicant's parents must either be lawfully present other than a visitor in the UK, or being granted entry clearance or leave to remain other than a visitor at the same time as the applicants, or one parent must be lawfully present other than a visitor in the UK, and the other is being granted entry clearance or leave to remain. Then they went on blah 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 blah, and they said the reason for refusal are set out above. It says home office checks have confirmed that your father has not applied to accompany you to the UK. Therefore, as your father will not be lawfully present in the UK other than a visitor, I am not satisfied you have met the requirement. Furthermore, your document do not demonstrate your mother has sole responsibility of you and your upbringing. In addition, there are no serious or compelling family or other considerations to which I would be satisfied to grant you entry clearance. Imagine. And at that time, my husband was still in the UAE, where he had this job, he was stable. He felt if I should move over here and I come alone, he will be able to support me financially before I become stable. And at that point, he was not ready to leave the UAE because he was happy there. So I had only applied for my children's visa, and my husband was staying behind to join us. A few months later, the visa was refused because they had said my husband was not with me, or was not applying with the children when they were making the application, and they've not seen any reason how I'm the sole responsible guardian for the children, even though my husband had given me a letter stating that I am going to be taking care of the children for the period of when he would join me, and he was happy that I was going to stay with the children alone without him. But I think that was not enough. There was no legal document to say I am a single mother or I'm the only one who is taking care of the children. So they felt either my husband and I are already in the UK while we apply for the children, or I am in the UK and my husband is bringing in the children. They did not want me to have the children alone in the UK, which, if you think about it, is reasonable. But at that time, it was not funny. It was heartbreaking, it was annoying, it was frustrating, and knowledge is power. Now we've gotten the information, we know where we've gone wrong. It was not funny at the time, but thank God that I'm able to share the experience with you right now, because I don't want to make the same mistake I made during my time. Please subscribe in case you're not subscribed to my channel. Subscribe, support the ministry. Okay. All right, so we reapplied for the children, and at that time my husband had no choice but to also apply for his own visa. We applied for their visa for supposed to be for 15 days, and guess what? On the 4th day, we applied for the standard visa, which lasts 15 days, where you have to wait, the visa will process, and you get your visa back. And on the 4th day, I was messaged again that my visas were ready. Guess what? I was like, what? Why is it so fast? Have they refused the visa again? What is happening? What have I done wrong this time? And guess what? The visa has been granted. Ooh! And that was a happy day for me. I was so excited. I was so excited, happy. The visa was granted in just 3 days instead of 15 days, because they already had all the information they needed. The only reason they refused the first one was because their father was not applying with them. And I've got people who have told me that, oh no, they're not going to grant the visa because the children are still young and they don't want you to be the only one who will be suffering taking care of the children. How are you going to manage with your work? I've also had someone who said her husband's visa was refused because she was in the UK. She was trying to apply for her husband, who is staying in the home country with a small baby. And the husband applied alone, leaving the small baby behind. Assuming the husband and the wife had come in together, I think it would have been easier. But at that point, the wife was already in the UK and the husband was applying alone to come again and leaving the small child behind. And believe me, they refused her. She told me, she sent me a message that she was refused because her partner had not applied with her, applied with the baby, applied alone, and she was refused. So they had to apply for the baby also to come. That is why one thing I love about the UK is they encourage family. They want you to be together. They want you to be with your family. Unlike, for instance, the UAE, where it doesn't matter. Like, you can leave your child for 20 years, 100 years, nobody cares. But it's nice. Well, really, it is not funny when your visa is refused. So my advice is, please, before you apply, make sure you have enough information. Watch videos like this. Watch other videos online. Make your inquiry. If you need to call the home office, call the home office. Some people even get solicitor, which is, of course, it's not important. It's not necessary. Even when I was reapplying, someone was like, try to get the solicitor to look into your document to be sure it's complete. But I know, no, it's all right. I don't need the solicitor because at this point, I'd met the requirement. I'd done what I was supposed to do. It is because my husband did not apply, and now he's applying. I've gotten all the documents I need. I've supplied my house. I've added my salary, proof of maintenance, my certificate of sponsorship, my house address, evidence that they have a place to stay, their passport, their birth certificate, my marriage certificate, police clearance for my husband. The children do not need it. They didn't do TB test because they were already in the UAE and they already did it. And I don't know, it's not just required. There are some countries who don't need to provide a TB test. So we didn't provide TB test. It was fine. I also had to, even for my mom, I had to just add my sister's document, her bank statement, to show that we've got enough finance to support her, and supporting her is not going to be a problem. We added her bank statement also, her proof of address, everything, and it was granted. At the end of the day, the visas were granted, but you know, we've already been through the phase where it was not a happy time, and we're over it now. The children are here, the family is here, but just try to provide everything that is required of you so you don't have to go through. And once the visa is refused, the sad part is your surcharge will be refunded. It is not being refunded easily. It will take about 2 to 6 weeks. So we had to wait for that long to have our money back. The money was not returned until the 5th week. And it's a lot of money, 1,200, you know. It's not easy getting all the money again and just leaving that one until they apply. You have to wait for that money. If you don't have much money, you have to wait for the money to be returned to you, because you cannot use that surcharge number again. You have to wait for a fresh number. You have to repay. They will send you the money back. Then you have to repay to reapply, which is really annoying. That is the very, very bad part, where the time you're waiting, if you don't have much money, then you just have no choice but to wait. So it will be returned after some weeks, 5, 6 weeks, which is a long time to wait for someone who is waiting for her children to be with her, or when you're waiting for your children to be with you, you don't want to wait that long. So try for your visa not to be refused even in the first place, so you don't have to go through all those stress. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe below. Just press that red button and you'll be subscribed. Each time I post my video, you get an alert, get a notification that yes, Gloria has posted a video. Thank you for watching. Keep the love. Love yourself, enjoy yourself, be happy, make the right choice, do that thing you think you cannot do, and you see it will be easier. Thank you.